And welcome back to the Daily News. With me now is Marcus Tanner. He is the Executive Director, 1 year with Second Helpings, but I also want to recognize him. He's a veteran, served in the Marines for 27 years, so happy Veterans Day to you.
Thank you so much. Thank you for having me.
So we had a little pre-interview. I'm very excited to learn what you have accomplished in the last year with Second Helpings. Your background is in logistics and operations, so you've moved the organization a long way, right?
Yes, ma'am. Looking back to whenever I first came on board, we were picking up food, we were delivering it to all of our agencies, those soup kitchens and pantries and missions all over the 3 counties. But what we realized was with the pandemic, there has been a steady decline of food that's available. So we had to get really focused on what we rescue and make sure that every pound gets to where it should. So that way, if there's any that's in excess, that we can divert that to those places that need it. And we can be accountable for everything that we do with complete clarity, showing our donors and everyone exactly how we do things. Because at the end of the day, we want to be the best stewards of what we have to serve the community.
So attention to detail and accountability.
Yes, ma'am.
All right, you have new volunteers. You have 60 new volunteers this year?
So we've been out in the community doing lots of events and creating more awareness. And this is such an amazing and gracious community. We've had over 60 volunteers just in 2022 alone that have said, hey, they want to be a part of what we're doing. And we can't do this without our volunteers. We are a volunteer-driven organization. We've been rescuing food for 30 years.
Wow.
And all the while, it's our volunteers that really that drive this bus and get us to where we need to be. So it's been a great ride, and we're just really happy to have the people that we have.
And so let's talk about what the Wexford Foundation did.
Oh my gosh, yes.
A refrigerated van?
Yes, ma'am. Yeah, so we're awarding Wexford as one of our Founders Awards as being our Supporter of the Year. Mm-hmm. So they came alongside us and they're providing us with a refrigerated van, which will allow us to go out into the community, rescue more food, and create more awareness, and really just open it up to a whole new venue for people to volunteer. And without the Wexford Foundation, who does such an amazing job in the community anyways, but they really kind of stepped up to the bat today and really kind of helped us out with that. So it's absolutely amazing. They're a wonderful organization.
And another one of the Founders Award winners was Waterfall Farms.
Yes, Waterfall Farms on up around Snake Island.
Where is that?
It's actually in between Beaufort and WHHI-TV. It's right there.
Snake Island?
Yes, but it's like Snake Road.
Okay.
But yeah, so it's a group of volunteers.
Right, okay.
People just come together and they want to make an impact on their community. They have a large farm there that they grow stuff. And just since May alone, within the season, they gave us over 16,000 pounds of food, fresh produce, that really kind of helped out with the gap with the steady decline in the grocery stores and all the supply chain issues. They said, hey, we can help. And so they started donating, and within a very short time, those numbers added up, and they really helped us to kind of really kind of fill the gap for those agencies that really need it.
So we want to thank them for
that.
Yes,
ma'am. And I just spoke to Miss Carol before I came in here. She's on the road today, but they're getting ready for the new season and when they can start planning other things, and I just want to do more.
You know, Marcus, you were talking earlier about the need, that, of course, inflation and the pandemic and all of that, but the need is great.
Yes, ma'am. Yeah. So in this area, the things that you would take for granted, your basic necessities, everything costs more.
Right.
And I've got 2 kids, and I can't imagine having to provide for them in today's economy. Single mothers, single dads, grandparents, everything costs so much more. And one of the things that we're trying to do is trying to make food more available to those agencies, those pantries and soup kitchens, so that they can focus less on buying food and use their money for the things that they really need. And so that's what we're trying to be more specific on, is the food we rescue, get into those that need it so that they can focus their efforts and their funds elsewhere.
Well, good work, and be watching in your mailbox, because a year-end appeal will be taking place. A letter will be coming for folks to send in a donation.
Yes, yeah, so any donation matters, any donation counts. At the end of the day, it's neighbors helping neighbors, people helping people, and we'll take your time, we'll take efforts, whatever it is that they want to give, we'll take it, and it'll go to great use, because you can never go wrong when you're serving the community.
Well, thank you so much, Marcus Tanner.
Yes,
great job. I'm so glad that you're with Second Helpings. You've done a wonderful job, and again, happy Veterans Day, and happy Veterans Day to all of our veterans out there. And that's a wrap for this edition of the Daily News. And if you missed any part of our newscast, well, guess what? We'll be back in 90 minutes. Thank you, everyone.
Thank you.